Why do national brands cost more? We're going to talk about it, and here's how destructive the number is. They cost 63% more, and you and your shopping for you and your family support it every day. I'm going to give you the 63%. We're going to talk about that number. It is a math equation. It's causing huge inflation. We're going to talk about how it supports your family more, and there's better choices that you can do and safer for you and your family. And number three, we're going to talk about the impact. Over 3 million households have changed the way they are shopping to beat inflation for good. I want you to be a part of it. I have an expert with me today. His name's Christian. He does one thing, and he does one thing well, and he makes hundreds of thousands of dollars doing it. And his information hopefully will change your mind. It changed mine. Let's give a listen into our interview. Why do national brands cost more? So I have back with me Christian, who is our expert in switching from this recession to beating inflation and giving you lots of local options and US made options. So today, let's talk a little bit about why the costs add up to 63%, 63 to 65%. What's the better way, and why 3 million households have already changed. So Christian, welcome back to part 4 of our series on beating inflation.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks for having me on. I hope we can show the image. I think we can probably show the image or the video, right? So if you're looking at the image now with us, you can see this supply chain, right? You can see the visual kind of the infographic here. So I think just take a second and think about this with me. What does it cost to have a ship cross the ocean with your toiletries in it? What's that cost? How long does that take? And does it make your toiletries better? Does the quality improve as they're sitting in the ship? I'm being facetious. How about when it finally makes it here, if it gets unloaded in a timely fashion? It seems like lately that's kind of a big if, unfortunately. It goes then to like a staging area, warehouse, distribution center kind of a thing. So it's trucked there, right? And then it's trucked from the warehouse. Somebody's got to pay for that. Yep. If it's temperature controlled, and they often are, that's expensive. Somebody's got to pay for that. How about the trucking? Anybody notice the price of diesel lately? How about the availability of truck parts and stuff like this, or mechanics to do that specialized labor? I mean, you could go down this rabbit hole kind of far, and the further you go, okay, so it finally makes it to the retail store shelves. Is it any wonder in this context, with this clarity, now are you not surprised, I hope, that the what it cost 5 steps ago, it over doubled. Yeah. So I think an interesting question for us little guys, because us regular people, we're the people that go to these big stores and give them our money all the time. When we do that kind of habitually and for the rest of our life, most of us, when we do that, are we getting a really amazing and fresh and high quality and safe product for all that money we're giving those guys? Supporting this mess? Yeah. This is so inefficient. It's so antiquated. It's a disaster. The proposition that I had to entertain years ago with my family, I was approached along the way with the idea of shopping factory direct. And I thought about, okay, that's a short little chain there. So wait, I would log in to the manufacturer's website and get whatever I need directly from the manufacturer. That sounds better. That sounds much more efficient. As long as it's competitively priced, and I still get my my toothpaste and granola bars or whatever I'm needing to get. So wait, this is domestic also. So it's domestically produced, and in this case, family owned. It's checking lots of boxes. I love that stuff. Please sign me up for that. Could we help each other? I think where a lot of this comes from me, Loral, like you and like so many, we watched little guys get crushed the last few years, especially. I mean, it's probably always been a thing, but it's been just on immense public display the last few years. So many little guys, so many hardworking, big-hearted, backbone of their community just getting crushed. And at the same time, the big box stores, you see their profits doing this, right? So little guys are doing this, big guys are doing this. All I'm saying is, what if we voted different? What if a whole bunch of us little guys banded together and just made one little decision? I'm just going to shop at a different store for the stuff I need every month. We could actually help a ton of people, bring jobs back to the US. We could help our towns, help our cities, help the local supply chains that feed the manufacturer. Like, the ripple effect is actually really significant and positive.
Yeah, I love it. I know you have to go. I'm going to continue on. Again, those of you that are interested in the show notes, go to switchaway.com/Loral. And from there, we will be sending you a calendar link to talk to one of our experts. There is a way to make money with this entire process. So again, those of you that are out there that have been struggling, you know the recession is real. I don't even know that you realize the impact of the inflation on your checkbook yet, or what it's done to your family. And according to the statistics, and this was kind of designed during the pandemic, is that the middle class actually lose the most. So now let's just define that. Anyone who makes $80,000 or more as an employee, right? Because that's how it's really tracked. You really can't track entrepreneurs, because entrepreneurs, like what I teach, right, in this, how do you live corporate life? You make money, then you get 81,000 pages of tax codes. So you can actually run this as a business. I run this entire business as an LLC. And again, you can get involved and be part of this whole team at switchaway.com/Loral, and then get on our calendar, talk to our experts if you want to make it a money-making venture, because then you can actually activate all the deductions. You can go on business trips because it's a family business. I think you're getting the rhythm of how something as simple as this can reduce your inflationary spending in your household. It's super convenient. You don't have to keep, turning into one of the big box stores and spending a ton of time. And really, like Christian said in part one, making them wealthy. What about you having to take care of you and your family, and keep more of it for you and your family? 80,000 or more as an employee means you are in the top 25% of income earners in the United States. Now, here's the more disgusting statistic. If you make 100,000, you're in the top 3%. So when Christian says that, we're trying to affect 99%, we're the 99 percenters, unless you are in the, above 100, that's all it takes to be in the top 3%. So you're maybe what, 250,000, 500,000 for the 1%ers. The numbers don't stack up. So then you say, well, what are the billionaires? Well, they're in the 0.000 something, percent. So all you're doing by shopping there is supporting them. This is time to bring your spending, your forecasting. And I'm not a fan of the word budget. I hate the word budget. Budgets are like diets. No one does them. This is forecasting your spending. And instead of going to the emotional stores, like I always call Costco the $500 store, because everything's always different. So you walk in, depending on what, do. Most people walk into Costco, they don't have a list. They have an emotional list. Oh, that's cool. I'll buy that. I'll buy that. So you go in to go buy 3 or 4 things, and all of a sudden you come out with a huge, entire, suburban full of stuff. So this stops your spending. It stops your inflationary spending. It stops toxic products in your family. So I've been a huge fan of it. I've been screaming from the rooftops. I finally wanted to bring it to my YouTube channel and say, please switch away. Go to switchaway.com/Loral. Get on our calendar. Let's talk to the expert about just switching the way you buy, number one. And number two, if you want to make some money, talk to him about that. It's up to you. I just want you and your family to be healthier and happier and wealthier, because you're not going through this inflationary craziness that most people are. So again, why do the big brands cost so much? Is because it originates out of the country and we pay the whole way in. And the duration that the product from conception to your household could be months and months that you are unaware of, versus direct, immediate, less than a month, fresh, and much more organic and healthier. So it's my invitation. I'm not pushing it, but don't go out there and just complain and say supporting the big box stores. And I'm going to say the 0.00000% that are billionaires, because only about 3 to 5 of those big box stores own it all. So the more you get to keep, the more you get to invest, and the faster you get to become a millionaire. Now, if you have any questions at any point, go to Ask Loral, AskLoral, askloral.com, ask a question, make a request, and go up to the search bar in my channel here and search for any topics from debt to credit to why you want to live corporate life. I don't even know how many hundreds of hours I've done in really teaching you, how do you live this corporate life that's available to you? Use the financial system, use credit cards, right? All of that is in my search bar. Check out our playlists, subscribe to our channel, click the notification button, and please share this with as many people as possible. If you're super interested in following through and binge watching, that'll also be in my show notes below. We have a campaign. You watch 25 hours of my YouTube channel, we give you $750 of credit towards tuition or mentoring or something that we could serve you. Maybe get this business up and running, make hundreds of thousands of dollars. Christian, who you just saw on our show, ended our 4-part series, has done upward of $750,000 in 1 year by just helping people switch. So make this part of maybe a business that you and your family do together, and lean in, learn this year. We're recording the beginning of 2023. We want a huge team, and we want you to switch away. Talk to you tomorrow.